Hi again. Today is 19th of April and day 35 of me learning and building Salesforce Agentforce on live broadcast. Today I'm not here to learn or build. It's a session where I am talking to you. I'm inviting you. Inviting builders from the Salesforce Agentforce ecosystem and not just Salesforce Agentforce. So, builders across the universe who are building, who are looking forward to talk to people, who are looking forward to collaborate, who are looking forward to showcase what they can, what they are doing, whatever there is, right? Um, I am looking for people to connect with. It has been a long time building in isolation. My funnels are not optimizing. Okay, building is easy. See, and we all know that building is easy. Selling and converting all that build into revenue is the challenge, right? Only the builders would understand. The beginners would take some time to understand the reality, but that's all there is. Okay, so this session is a careful conversation where I am going to be showcasing who am I and what I'm doing, what this challenge is. So the challenge is to join me for at least 15 minutes every day. Hmm. And literally build. I mean, if we are talking about other things, that's not counted. Okay. I'm not counting the time you talk about your products, projects. I have often been talking. So when two people talk, the conversation can go anywhere. Of course, everyone knows that. But real building is real building, right? So when there is an outcome, that's all that matters. Okay. So what I'm coming to is what I'm coming to is what I have been building. Where am I? What are my goals, right? And all that to be very carefully get into what I want to do, mm, um, and what I'm trying to build with the people. Right? It's an invitation, kind of in a form that I'm also, you know, practicing. It may not go well, right? So I'm going to be publishing this in the newsletter, LinkedIn newsletter. So open source humans. Let me start with the core of my thoughts. What is open source humans? It's a newsletter on LinkedIn. It's a interview series on YouTube, but it's a thesis in the making. Although it's already accepted in the top layer of abstraction building, the builders who have been building agents in the form that they are what do we call it? Um, Productizing themselves, building skills for agents, showcasing what an agent can do, orchestrating agents, and I've not been there yet, right? So, but I understand there's a boundary that I'm not able to push myself through. I've not been into the trenches deep, but the point is very clear that building is easy, right? We can talk to the system and build. Uh, if we understand the depth, we optimize the process, we optimize the tokens, right? So there has been a recent publication by someone I think named Arnav Gupta. The title is Coding at a Higher Abstraction. Mm. Um, Abstraction is is very carefully about, hiding the things we don't need to care about. Mm. So I'm an engineer by education. uh, I have been building ever since 2010, but not really, right? Not really in the way that most of my products and projects never actually generated much revenue, right? Or I should say nil, right? But you know, when you once you are a builder, you will always be a builder. I believe so. I strongly believe so. I have opinions. Builders have opinions. That's why they build. People with no opinions are also builders, but I don't know about them. Hmm. I only know about me, right? Maybe some of the people that gel with me, that match my frequencies, and of course there are frequencies that I don't understand. So it's a game of you know um, matching frequencies. So are you able to match my frequencies? Thank you. Are you trying to match my frequencies but not really able to? You might have to explore the background of lot of things, right? Now, let me start from the goal of the year. I'm talking about 2026, right? And I'm going to be sharing my screen. This newsletter is very, what should I say? Um, Very open, very vulnerable, very thinking out loud, and that's the part of me, how I think, how I work. Because why not, right? So my whole theory lies on expose the way you think. I mean, that's the opportunity I'm trying to create for myself. So sharing my screen um, on yeah. So this is my blog home. This is nothingelsematters.com, which I booked in 2010 when I completed my graduation. Not really, but yeah, almost completed in 2010. And I have been using the same domain for various experiments until 2021 when I started documenting my life in the form of chapters. Okay, so a little bit about the background about me, right? So um, there has been archives 2010, 12, 13, 15. Then I jumped to 2021. Okay, in 2021 when I started documenting my life in the form of chapters. Chapters. Wow. That was the time like biggest milestone of my life. So this is my story. This is what I'm pitching. I'm showcasing who am I, right? So this is how I think. This is how I get into the depth of the things I do. So when I realized that I need to play a long game, okay, this game had to be about something. I was about also to be a father, and life, of course, literally changed after that moment. Um, and today I'm writing chapter 21. There are 21 chapters to be read, but you might ignore that. I have also created a one document, like all these chapters in one document. I don't think I've published that in some readable way, but I have created a custom GPT with that 21 chapters of myself in the form of in a public GPT format, and its name is Million Dollar Consistency Partner. It's my own thought. It's my own agent, which I tried to customized, but when I built it in January, I felt like it's incomplete because it cannot record things for me. It cannot, so I will have to feed it information. I felt it lacks something very important. Then I almost switched off this channel, of keeping myself on the track. but it still helps me. It so it has very careful conversation starter that run this week's execution check in, and it's like it its pressure is to push me back on my yearly goal, okay, which is to generate the $1 million at least. And this goal is beyond me. This is not what I have done in my career. In my this is nowhere close to what I've done in my career, but it's possible. It's very clearly possible. I know that it's like a belief that I'm showcasing out loud. Happy to fail, but there's no point in winning that. I don't know. Uh, so let's get into that now. I started upgrading, trying to work back from this goal. I have no idea how. Still, no, have no idea. This is about April 19 and about to be 20 April, right? So now this goal changed a bit of me. It's like a pattern that I need to evolve to understand, right? So every minute is worth about $2 now. Now see how I have to think strategically, carefully to get into everything I do intentionally, right? So I don't have much. What should I say? Uh, Proof yet, but I understand systems. I understand a bit of programming, software engineering, software development lifecycle. Oh my god, never actually worked as a software engineer, and that's me. So this agent god complexes is only a thesis. It's a it's a philosophy. It's a foundation of something that I don't understand, like what I'm even thinking about. After I published this, of course, they didn't copy, but LinkedIn has its own hiring agent. Of course, it was inevitable, right? Um, they're coming, agents are coming, and there's no point stopping, right? So when I felt like this agent is like beyond I could think of very carefully to actually build, I came down to the ground in about February of this year, and I started trying to build the daily use agents. Now, this agent is live on my other project where I'm building a long term discipline program, which is one of the uh, other chapters of my life, and is now iterating. I'll jump to this agent and I'll share this tab. So, the point comes down to, let me uh, because I needed platforms to build agents, right? So this platform was already there in my head. Actually, wait, it was already live and it had no agent. So I built this Salesforce agent, and it is carefully designed to only describe the project on which it is based. So, but it is not optimized. It is not tested well. It is not well designed. I would say it's its data library document is is a very is only an export of the current website, which is stupid. I know. I looked at the chunks, and it they're all mess, right? It's not designed well. I know that, uh, and are some other technical issues that I'm not been able to get into. Point is, comes again. How do we evolve from here? What I have not done yet is that I have not shot too much on Claude tokens to ask a lot of questions to actually build with the help of vibe coding systems. Um, that's a threshold I wish to push myself through. Okay. Uh, so let me jump to something I want to come down to. Okay. Coming back to my portfolio, not really portfolio. It's a domain home of my last 12, 15 years of my career. So this is the year of the um, goal of the year project, and I keep on iterating on the home. And I don't think I don't have authority on this domain yet. The search engine optimization is not even there. It's not optimized for search engines. I just write and publish. This page is also, it's like a oh my god. I don't want to get into talking about this life map. I'll come back to that. So when I published this goal, I did not care about search engine, like what and how. But today I think I must think of it like a. I'm trying to think of it like a, and I must, of course, how the agents will read this page. Will they be able to? Because, dude, there are more agents. Soon there will be more agents on the internet than the humanity there is. Hmm. That sounds also stupid, but nee, of course it will be, right? So there's a portfolio, and this is the new newsletter. This is some description, and 10, 11, 12. 12 was also an invitation, but it was a very raw thought again, like this, but text. Now I'm doing it on video. This is the invitation I'm wishing to publish. Uh, Now let me come back to da-da-da. This is the log of my everyday activity I'm doing, and let me come down to LinkedIn. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Okay, so LinkedIn is what? It is LinkedIn newsletter. I started it about October 7, something about October 2025, and it's an iteration of how I've been building. Point again comes down to what am I doing? It's like, why am I even recording? I believe in the law of vulnerability. Um, there are a lot of philosophies behind this, a lot of theories, a lot of assumptions, and a lot of risk, because internet remembers, right? Internet is a thing that you should not fake. People do fake, which is not the point. Like, let's see, let me see through my eyes. I mean, I only look at, of course, everyone looks at themselves through their own eyes, but like I'm a vulnerable human who's often in a mode to expose the way I think. So that is why this live session, this video is part of a everyday live series where I'm building and iterating on my systems. Okay, um, so I think I must come down to my Notion pages. I'll take this step back, and I'll take one more step back. Look at this everyday activity, and this is now evolving, and I'm anchoring every day towards my year goal. Uh, how has been there more goal oriented activities? Let me show you here. Um, I started this here. This is a database of Notion database of da-da-da, da-da-da, okay, daily activities. I have been iterating on the template ever since the beginning of everyday activity, but I realized the template is not like pushing me towards my goals. It's a it's a it's an activity that needs me to break out of my own cocoon. Damn it. Okay. So now and it's a public page. It's a link where it is there for everyone to explore. What I'm coming to is in my recent everyday iterations. I missed yesterday. So this 18th April is gone. Okay, wait a second. I think I'm losing something. I must have done something which I must finish before 12 p.m. Actually, 12 a.m. that will be right. Uh, 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 okay, I missed yesterday because yeah. So um, Notion is done, or are we on the Notion yet? So yeah, I will delete this yesterday's page because I actually skipped. So my iterations are not. Um, how do I delete? It's not view. Yeah, I've not logged in on this page. Point is, um, I'm building systems around me to focus on my goals. Day 33 was also kind of broken because I'm in a mode to break the pattern that is not helping. Let me show you my recent uh, version. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, I did not update the title after a long time. Strange. So this is like the pattern that wasn't helping, and I was like, come on, let's break this. So although I did uh, some things, so this pattern wasn't helping, and I'm like now iterating on. I'm like breaking out of this templatization zone to come down to a template that is like I don't have to do it manually. At least I don't want to do this all activity. Like what exactly? Let me show you the checklist. Right, it's a huge item of like summarize the previous video, then add link, then review the previous session with a checklist. Like, is it worth shooting for the real goal? Then I have a new page activity, create a new page, create a thumbnail, set the title. This all wasn't helping. So when I came down to something, this. It was this. Uh, I am now like talking to my ideal customer profile. I'm 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 carefully and bluntly and showcasing like where I have been able to until think and invite the challengers. So now the challenge comes down to you. Um, I have not documented the challenge yet. It's like a thesis in the making, and that is why I wanted to talk to the camera today. This is the oh, not the right page. Point again is that why build live when you why not build a live when you can, right? It's like a uh, now my poem is coming into the picture that content builds authority, and you know let me just read the title of the poem. From patterns to possibility to prophecy. I have been jumping some loops, but it is important to understand the core of like what I'm trying to come to, right? It's all about patterns we create. Patterns create possibilities, and possibilities enable the prophecy. It's a long poem which I wrote in about sixth month of 2025, and it's a no AI has been used almost. I think I wrote the title of this poem with the help of AI, but and I also published a record session of where I'm just reading my poem, and I've been describing this also. But again, this is a prophecy that I'm pushing onto my own goals, which is what I'm showcasing. I know I want to showcase. I want to tell people. I want to synergize with the people. I want to explode, expose myself. Like talk to people. I need people to talk to. Right. It has been a long time. I've been talking to people. So if you are into open claw, if you are into building agents every day, if you are into customizing, if you understand software engineering like core of it, it's great. Else, still, it's good too because why not? That's why I'm in a daily activity to build. Um, Soon, if even if there's no one to catch up with, I'm still building every day. So my recent iteration was I was talking to my ICP, and I'm picking up real problems that the Salesforce platforms have, and I'm getting into like talking about the problems that agent builders or the problems that agents will solve, how to test agents, what not to do while doing agents, what tools are there to enable uh, building with fun. So that's all there is, and there's a lot that there is we cannot even imagine. Assumptions, right? So let's have a conversation because I want to also talk about the term conversation in my thesis. It's more about conversation. It's more about what we talk about. It's more about everything we can think of and cannot. So I'll just finish this session with my thesis from my bookmarks. And I know Jeff Bezos is launching rockets. I see that Mr. Elon is launching rockets, and people are launching and building, and everybody is building. Some I may have a frequency that is not aligning with the most of them, but come on, everyone has some frequency. Let's let's build, folks. There's a lot that we can do together. There are some constraints I'm playing around, so I actually want to do this session every day at the same time. um, Maybe I've not been able to cross that check mark, but yes, I have some constraints that I'm going through. So I'll finish this session, close this session with the note about my definition of the term conversation. The conversation is a very scientific event in multiple funnels at the same time. I'm obsessed about funnels. I'm like every pixel on the internet is also a funnel. How many layers of abstraction can you understand? Can you understand and orchestrate and play with and have some fun, right? There are people that are managing layers of abstraction that the others cannot understand. People are writing millions of lines of code somehow. I don't understand that, but I understand that humans need to open source themselves. We as humans need to open source ourselves, productize ourselves, and industry already is aligned, but I'm just not connected with the people that I wish to. So I'm just getting into a mode of like just talking to people more and finding friends and building together. So I can help you optimize your funnels because we can all have a conversation. A conversation may involve many forces of the nature to yield maximum benefits for all the involved parties. It's like a it's like a prophecy that I'm just proving to myself. And you, are you still there? Wow, you are almost aligning with my frequencies. So, depending on the match in frequencies, intents, and uncovered assumptions. Do you have some assumptions? There are always unsaid assumptions. That also matters. So, clarify more of your assumptions, but align with the unsaid ones. That's all for today, folks. If you have been into OpenClaw, it's a great because I almost picked it up and I said no to it. I still want to pick it up. I want to go into a trajectory that I don't understand. I often love to work in a space that I don't understand. Uh, I mean, I how do I say it? How do I like simplify that? Uh, so there are things that I understand. They are like they are like natural to me. I can talk to camera. I can expose myself, my own funnels. I can Do so. These are some things that I believe that I can do. Right, most out there are like scared of thinking out loud to the camera, and I'm like just it all just comes natural to me. Right now, there are some areas that I've not been stepping into. I always keep on pushing, and generating revenue is something that I've been failing into. So that's all for today. I am working on pushing my limits to generate some revenue, and that's all there is. I've been reading books, I've been writing blogs and everything. So why not build together, folks? I'm here. I'm sure you're building. Let's build. That's all there is. Why this statement is coming up always like repeatedly? Um, Not completed, but I read this book, Thinking Fast and Slow. That is also a philosophy, a theory, a practical knowledge that needs to be considered because because boy, some people can think faster than others. Some people can mm, think slow than others. Not everyone can think fast. Not everyone can catch up with everyone else. So there's no point playing catch up. That I realized that very recently. There's no point playing catch up. So let's build. Let's build. Let's build our own niche. Let's play in our area of expertise and expand our thinking, expand our playgrounds. Because what? I mean, there is another system that I've been building around me is that I've been reading audiobooks ever since very some long time. Recently, I picked up First You Write a Sentence. Wow! Before that, I picked up this book. I don't understand much of the world as idea and will. Oh my God! It's like this book, the world as idea and will. Oh my God! I cannot. I'm not able to even understand what the author is trying to say. No, I cannot describe. I read books multiple times, listen to books multiple times. So about books, something came into my hands. Deep Stash, the book, the app. This is like a very interesting app. I paid for it for 1 year. There was a creative hack in that. If you pay for it, you'll have to pay only maybe like 10% of something. But it was interesting hack. I just picked it up. It's not able to hook me about reading something. It gives me ideas from books, and I like it to some extent, some great extent. So when I launched the app, it also gives me a interesting thought. So I'm going to read one because I think I have always been planning to do it like every session because there's a perspective that comes from books, and it's about knowledge. Humans are almost failing at knowledge knowledge work. There is artificial intelligence, and I'm not scared. Actually, I am, but I'm more excited than scared. Are you more excited than scared? Let's have a conversation, boy. So it says acceptance of what has happened is the first step of overcoming the consequences of any misfortune. William James. What a thought. Um, the design is almost hurts. It is suggesting more new books than helping me to continue the books I've read. I started. uh, so that's me. That's how I think out loud. I wish to have some conversations with the people. Let's build together, boys. That's all there is. See you soon.